Greetings, fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. It's Peter here, also known as Universal Head. I've got another unboxing for you. It's another fantastic game. This one's called Project Elite. It's by Simon and Artipia Games, and it came out last year. And it's actually the second edition of this game. There was a big Kickstarter campaign that I missed out on completely. But ever since then, I've kind of had my eye on this one because, well, you look at it, look at that big box, it's huge. And you think, well, it's, you know, it's your typical miniatures fighting on a board kind of thing. I've got heaps of games like this, but this one is a little bit different because there are frantic 2-minute real-time turns while you try to kill the aliens. So it's got a real-time element, which apparently makes it very exciting. So I couldn't resist. Bought this one myself. I've been trying to get freebies from Simon for ages, but for some reason they don't return my calls. I don't know why. So I put this one off for a while, but then I saw it the other day and thought, you know, I think I'll get that one. Here it is. Let's unbox it and see what we've got inside. Another reason I grabbed this one is because it had some very good reviews. And I always check out the reviews for a game before I buy it, just to make sure I'm not getting a dud. And it's a good thing to do. Do a little bit of research online and see what other people think of the game. I've got a big collection of games, but there are very few in my collection that I want to sell or get rid of. It happens very rarely. And that's mainly because I do a bit of research beforehand. Anyway, here's our rulebook. Here are all the rules. Of course, you know by now, I mean, I hope you've been watching this channel for ages and ages, but you must know by now that every time I get a game, I do a rules summary and reference, and I make it available on my website at orderofgamers.com, where you can download it, print it out, laminate it if you can, and stick it in your board game box. And they look great, and they make it a lot easier for you to play the game. So I will do one for this, of course. Now, oh look, lots of shrink wrap stuff here. Goodies. You know, I just never get tired of opening new games. I just love it. I'm running out of space here storing them, but I love opening new ones. And playing them, of course. So we've got a board. This is covered with movement arrows, so that must have something to do with the movement of the beasties. Look at that. Wow, it's nice. It's a nice long board. Look at that. Lots of space. Wow. You're obviously going to be defending this bunker, I imagine, as they come swarming through here to get you. Is it double-sided? Yes, it is. I do like a double-sided board. Oh, look, this is great. It's like a crashed spaceship. What a fantastic environment for an alien battle. I'm getting a bit of a Starship Troopers vibe here. Love those boards, they're great. And these are our counters. Got some characters here. Got a big buff head with some ammunition wrapped around him, which looks very uncomfortable. Some counters. There's the back. More characters. This is a cooperative game, of course, but I think the alien turn, you all sort of take your time doing that, but the character turns are the 2-minute turns that are really frantic and exciting. So they're all our counters. Look at this, we've got a, well, is this all miniatures? It's all miniatures down here. Wow. If I can get it out of the box. Oh, it's sort of stuck, hold on. There we go, let's come out. Yep, the whole rest of the box is miniatures. Look at that. It shows you how to store them here, which is great. Now, of course, the original Kickstarter campaign had heaps of extras and all the rest of it, but I have heard that there's a lot of gameplay value in the core box alone. And wow, look at this. There's heaps. Lots more painting to do. We've got a pack of dice. 2 packs of dice. Look, some special ones there. Heaps of those. Good to see a generous amount of dice. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a finicky amount of dice. There's lots in there, that's good. Some bases for your miniatures. Some small size cards. Let's have a look at these. Well, these look like some of the alien beasties you'll be encountering. Biters. Ugh. Runners. Shooters. Well, they've got very descriptive names. Shooters. Oh, look at this. What is this? Strange alien weapons. Desolator. Destroyer. Devourer. Fearsome. Nightmare. Revenger. These names are great. Terror. Scorpion. Sonic Blaster. Yep, the generic sci-fi horror there. And these must do little special things. Cyclone weapon. There's more here. Lots of different guns. Fantastic guns. Aliens. What more do you want? Exile. Grenade launcher. Plasma gun. Gee, I'm just waiting for a BFG to show up any moment. Multi-launcher. All the weapons you could possibly need to kill aliens. Got a strange little box here. What's this? Oh, look, it's a timer. Now, I didn't expect that. I mean, I knew this game had 2-minute timing turns, but I wasn't expecting an electronic timer. How's that? How neat. And it's even got a battery in it. It's ready to go. Fantastic stuff. I was expecting one of those little sand timers. I didn't expect that. Really nice. I wonder if I can turn it off. No? Maybe it turns itself off. Pack of normal size cards. And these seem to refer to those beasties again. Oh, look, there's difficulty levels, swarm stats. They seem to be reference cards. Lots of those. Swarm movement. No effect. Smiley face. Yay! Overwhelmed and ranged. I don't know how these work, but all clear. I'm sure they're handy ones. And more horrible beasties. Ah, some of these look really horrible. So, events, they're events, reference, etc. Boss spawns. It's like a video game. And then we've got a pack of miniatures. Let's check them out. Oh, we've got these little counters here. So here we go. We've got 15 runners. These are a nice hard plastic. They're very light, but nice hard detail, which is good. These are kind of creepy because they look fast. I really like that pose. There's something about really fast, vicious, dog-like aliens that is quite creepy. I like those. There's 15 of these. I think these are the shooters again. Creepy looking things with guns for hands. What do you do when you want to pick your nose or something? It must be terrible. It just sucks to be an alien with guns for hands. These guys are biters, and you can see why. They've got a huge, horrible mouthful of teeth. There's 15 of these as well. Oh, this is creeping me out already. There's swarms of these things coming for you. Luckily, we've got those huge technological weapons to mow them down. So that's an entire tray. I mean, look at that. There's 45 miniatures there. I'm going to have to come up with some method of painting these very quickly. Then we've got some other creepy looking things. These are kind of special aliens, and they're really good, aren't they? They're really nice miniatures. Look at this one. It's got a huge tongue thing coming out of its stomach. That's horrible. I don't even know what's going on there. There's something else coming out of its stomach. There's something about stomachs. Some horrible scorpion-like creature. Your sort of Lamia serpent woman thing. Your beefy, horrible alien with lots of detail and weird arms. Ugh. Aliens are always ugly and weird and mutated, aren't they? They're never sort of nice looking. Then again, if they were nice looking, it would make it harder to mow them down with technological weapons. Another sort of stomach explosion. This is strange, isn't it? I think these very much look like Mike McVie sculpts, who I think works for CMON these days. He's really into these horrible, greebly creatures. Reminds me a bit of the others. This thing looks very nasty. It's got claws for hands. Again, nose-picking problem. Very vicious looking creature. And then we're on to the characters. And they look geared up and ready to go. Very nice. These are just excellent miniatures, I have to say. The detail is wonderful. But I expect nothing less from Mike McPhee. He does some great stuff. I still have his old game Sedition Wars, which really got panned on Kickstarter because it was one of the early Kickstarter campaigns, and really, he delivered and delivered a great game eventually. The rules were a bit messy at first, but then he fixed them up, and the miniatures are excellent. It must have been a very difficult experience for him because he did well, but these days, wow, the things that happen in that Kickstarter happen in lots of Kickstarters. It's very common. But he's a very talented fellow and makes beautiful miniatures. And as you can see, the miniatures in this set are fantastic. What a great set. Well, that's me rambling on about Project Elite. It looks great. A nice big box, chock full of miniatures. And it's got that real-time element that I'm really looking forward to trying out. As I said, it gets great reviews. Certainly the production is fantastic. Really high quality. So another game to... Whoops. Another game to add to the Esoteric Order of Gamers collection here. And I've got to make a rules summary for it and then get it on the table and check it out. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit all notifications. Visit the website. Check out the social media. All that stuff. There's hundreds of videos here for you to watch and hundreds of rules summaries for you to download. Enjoy them all. And if you love it all, go to my Patreon page and chuck me a few bucks. It really helps because I put a lot of work into this stuff, as you can imagine. Thanks very much. I will see you next time. Bye for now.